and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Wednesday, March 26th. We begin on Indy's east side, where police have arrested a man for stealing an ambulance and crashing it into another vehicle. IMPD says the ambulance was not occupied when it was stolen just after 11 yesterday morning near the intersection of East 21st Street and Shadeland Avenue. Investigators say the ambulance hit another vehicle near the intersection of 21st and Arlington. We are told no one was injured in that crash. A short time later, authorities say they received reports that the ambulance had been abandoned about a mile away near the intersection of 24th and Arlington. Police say the suspect took off on foot, but officers were able to take him into custody without incident. And we now know when a semi-driver charged in a crash that killed a 9-year-old will appear in court. Prosecutors charged Dushan Laron with reckless homicide and criminal recklessness last month. Online court records show his jury trial is set for May 27th. The crash happened last July in a construction zone on I-465 eastbound. State police say Laron failed to stop for a traffic backup and rear-ended a Honda Civic, which then crashed into other cars and another semi. A 9-year-old boy inside the Honda was killed in that crash. At the State House, Governor Braun has signed his first bill into law. The law signed yesterday creates an online portal for farmers. The governor's office says the website will link to state and federal databases and regulations. It also allows farmers to provide feedback and offers resources along with tech support. Construction on the Henry Street Bridge project is now moving to the east side of the White River. This comes months after human remains were found at the site. The Department of Public Works says archaeological excavation is now complete and crews can start work on the east end of the new bridge. The east shore of the bridge site is on land that was once Green Lawn Cemetery, the city's very first cemetery. The city says excavation will continue eastward toward Kentucky Avenue. On to some international headlines. South Korea's government says at least 24 people are dead from wildfires that have ravaged parts of the country. The government says more than 27,000 people have been forced to evacuate the country's southern region. The South Korean government says over 200 structures have been destroyed, including a 1,300-year-old Buddhist temple. The Korea Forest Service also says rescue efforts are underway after a helicopter crashed while trying to contain the wildfires. The service says they believe there was one pilot and no crew members on board. Well, it is almost time to introduce you to this month's Golden Apple Award winner. Not only did we surprise this amazing instructor with the honor, but thanks to our partners over at WGU, the winner is taking home a $2,000 cash prize. You will have to tune in to the 7 a.m. hour of Daybreak tomorrow for the reveal, but here is a little taste of what students had to say about the winner.
He definitely goes out of his way to get to know his students personally and develop those deep connections with them.
Name a moment where he's really been there to hear you out and listen to your issues.
During one of our warm-up rooms before a competition, he's super hard on us because he knows what we can be and how good we can be. So he sat us down to remind us that he loves us and that we are incredible and we're doing everything that we need to do.
I hear he is an engaging instructor. He knows how to empathize with you all. And not only that, you guys just love him because he's so funny.
He makes it a very open and welcoming space. And he's one of the reasons that I want to be a music teacher when I get older.
If you can't catch Daybreak, make sure you go to our website, wishtv.com, where you can revisit this story. Now, on to sports. Lucas Oil Stadium is getting ready for the madness coming to the Circle City this Friday. News 8's Angela Morian reports.
We live for this.
It'll be incredible.
This region is going to be really fun to watch.
Court construction has begun inside Lucas Oil Stadium as it prepares to host the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 for the Midwest Regional this weekend. It will be the first time college basketball has been played inside the home of the Colts since the COVID bubble in 2021.
I love this event, to have all these people, this draw here in this stadium in Indianapolis this weekend. We're very excited.
The downtown will be teeming with college basketball fans coming from all over. The nice thing about Indianapolis is we are in driving distance of all these fan bases.
Especially Purdue, which is just over an hour away.
This is a hot ticket right now. Everyone wants to be here to not only see the Boilermakers, but to see Tennessee and Kentucky.
We're expecting to push our capacity. We think that there's going to be around 35,000 people here enjoying the festivities.
You might be wondering, why do they have to raise the floor for games like this in Lucas Oil Stadium? Well, those extra few feet actually help the sightline. So no matter where you're sitting in this football stadium, you have a great view of the basketball that's happening on the court.
I'm so excited to have the energy of the NCAA tournament in Lucas Oil Stadium. Last time we had cardboard cutouts. I still have mine in my office that I can look at to remind me of that, but I'm really glad to have the whole crew, the whole building full of excited, rabid fans ready to cheer on their teams.
We're hosting the Final Four next year in 2026, so we'll be on the clock very soon. So this is always exciting to get the chance to be in Lucas Oil the year before the Final Four.
We do get to flex all of our muscles to put on this event for the regional, so it's a perfect opportunity for us to get ready for the very big show next year in 2026.
But first, Houston, Purdue, Tennessee, and Kentucky fight for a spot in this year's Final Four. Games start Friday. Angela Morian, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says we are off to a foggy start. Meteorologist Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
Here in the city, and you'll see from some of Johnette's views, it's really not that bad.
Right,
it's almost perfect visibility. It seems like it's east central Indiana to that point, right? Shelby County, and you get into southern Henry County. A lot of the rural areas, especially, where we're running into some problems. We kind of take you there. We'll start with Fog Tracker. And again, I have visibility on your numbers. 10 is perfect. When you get to 1 and below, that's when you're starting to run into some problems here. And so there's Shelby County, most of the county locked in with fog. Hancock County, same way. It looks like it might be sneaking into parts of Hamilton County. There's Henry County. So south of Newcastle, we're running into problems. Rush County locked in. Something to keep in mind, we don't have as many delays as I think we probably would if this was maybe last week or if it was a couple of weeks from now. But we're right in the middle of spring break for a lot of school districts here. So thankfully, we probably have a lot of schools that aren't dealing with school today at all. But we do have a few of those. You can track those on our website at wishtv.com. Storm Tracker showing some of these light showers trying to sneak into western Indiana. Don't think that's going to be a tremendous issue. It is a significant cool down from yesterday morning. Upper 20s, lower 30s across much of our area. It's about 10 degrees colder than this time yesterday. And winds are calm. So that's allowing for some of that fog formation after a little bit of that rain that we received yesterday. Just a weak little wave moving through the state right now. It's bringing some clouds, maybe a few sprinkles through the day, and we're seasonably chilly. 46 at noon, 53 the best that we can do today. It's about 3 degrees below average. We'll start our warming trend to a really big warm-up starting on Friday. It comes with several rain opportunities and potentially some severe weather for the weekend. We will track that in my Storm Track 8 forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at Marcus Bailey's full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Wednesday, March 26th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.